In coronavirus news, you may have heard about the recent public mask mandate in the city of Huntington.
You also may have heard about the Huntington County Health Commissioner a few weeks ago introducing an executive order that would expand those restrictions countywide. Tonight, there was a Board of Health meeting to hear concerns about that very proposal. Carly Van Cleve listened in on the teleconference.
The proposed Huntington executive order would have placed more restrictions like capacity and stronger mask enforcement on businesses like bars, restaurants, and gyms. But during tonight's meeting, those changes received a lot of opposition. Huntington County Health Officer Dr. Thomas Ringenberg says he wrote the executive order to prevent the number of COVID-19 cases in Huntington County from rising and putting Huntington County in red on the state's COVID-19 case map. He says hospital space is becoming overwhelmed, and he's worried about the spread of COVID-19. He says the order would be stricter than Governor Eric Holcomb's current guidelines, suggesting stronger regulations when it comes to business capacity, mask wearing, and gatherings. But when the Board of Health met virtually this evening, dozens of people voiced their disagreement.
We were concerned that there's a possibility that we might go into the red status, so therefore we decided to try to get something a little more restrictive that might help prevent some of the spread of the COVID exposure and infection in our county.
But we all make our own decisions. The government should not have any rights on mandating us how we live our lives, because it's going to boil down to the small businesses are going to run out of time.
Kevin Smith is the owner of Rusty River Outfitters in Huntington County. He says he disagrees with the proposed executive order because he says the proposed restrictions would likely force him to close his business. He says it's up to individuals to keep themselves safe, and if they want to go into a bar or restaurant like his, that's their own decision. And at the end of the meeting, members of the Huntington Board of Health tabled the discussion. They say because of the number of people who showed up with concerns, their next meeting is scheduled for next month.